We kick off Week 13 of the NFL season tonight with Houston visiting Philadelphia. The Texans coming off a 20-0 shutout of Tennessee at home. Meanwhile, the Eagles watching their 3-game winning streak come to an end when they were upset as a 3.5-point road favorite at Chicago on Sunday. Hi everyone, Al DeMarco here, and this is going to be your Thursday video report. Free pick on the Eagles and Texans coming up, and a breakdown of the game in just a moment. FYI, I have won 5 of my last 6 plays involving the Eagles, both premium plays that I've wagered on and released to you, and free picks as well over the past 4 weeks. That play is coming up in just a moment. Before we get started, though, quick review of how the NFL season to date has gone. Of course, here we are, kicking off week number 13, as I alluded to earlier, and so far the underdogs, well, they continue to rule the roost in Vegas. 9 out of 12 weeks so far this season. The NFL dogs have barked and shown a profit. They are 18 games over 500 for the year. And as I've said before, in my 25 years as a professional sports handicapper, I have never seen NFL underdogs go on such a sustained run for this long of a period, especially from the start of a season like they have this year. Now, that doesn't mean you can't cash in with the favorites because, listen, bottom line, not every underdog is barking. You've just got to find that one favorite if you're a chalk player, and that'll get you the win. But the fact remains that the underdogs are 18 games over 500 so far, and, I call it suspension of disbelief. Week after week, the odds makers are well aware of this as well, guys. Week after week, these dogs keep delivering, and yet the playing public keeps hammering the favorites. That's the suspension of disbelief, because internally they're saying to themselves, this is the week. The favorites are going to deliver. The favorites are going to deliver. The favorites are going to deliver. And it doesn't happen. Again, you can find favorites are winning, but you have to at least recognize and adapt to the fact that the dogs have definitely owned this NFL season from start to finish. Again, 9 out of 12 winning weeks, 18 games over 500 so far. Home favorites such as Philadelphia tonight, they haven't fared any better either. They went 3-6 against the spread last week. They are 12 games under 500 so far this season. Interesting line move in this game. As I do this video report for you here early on Thursday morning, the Eagles are down to an 8-point choice. They were more 8.5 on Wednesday. But the public obviously latching on to the Texans in this one. By the way, if you had that magical crystal ball that I always allude to, the straight-up winners had their worst week of the entire season last week versus the odds makers, covering only 11 of the 16 games. But there's still 139 wins versus 30 losses on the year. So 109 games over 500. Again, if you could just pick the straight-up winners, you've gotten the point spread winner. 95% play in preseason. Last year, preseason, regular season, right through the Saints Super Bowl victory, they covered at an 82% clip. They're even ahead of that pace so far this year. Of course, if it was that easy to pick straight-up winners, we'd all be winning fortunes. We'd own the Vegas Hilton, right? We'd own the MGM. We wouldn't be gambling at their places instead. Before I get going here on your free pick for tonight, last night, of course, cashed in again with another 15-dime rare play in the NBA as the Utah Jazz pounded Indiana by 22 points. Early in the season, I told you that you definitely have the advantage over the odds makers, especially in the NBA, because it takes, I've always felt, 7 to 10 games for teams to really develop that chemistry and the cohesiveness. And it's even more so, I think, coming into this year because you had all the free agent movements, so many off-season trades, and so many rookies that are being counted on to contribute significant minutes at the start. Chemistry doesn't develop overnight. That much I know from being a reporter, being in the locker rooms, covering teams in previous years. Now you're at the point, though, in the NBA season, these teams have played, enough games where now you have to look for specific spots. Last night, as I told you, if you happen to get my play on the Utah Jazz, the night before, I'd gone with the Indiana Pacers as a free pick, and they delivered with an easy road win at Sacramento. But as I pointed out yesterday, Danny Granger, their top player, although a magnificent game against the Kings 2 nights ago, was playing with the flu. And you had the Pacers playing a second straight game on the road, going to Utah, which is not as high of an elevation as Denver, but certainly a difficult place to play in Salt Lake City when you are a tired team taking on a team in the Utah Jazz that had more depth. I call that situational handicapping. You identify a spot where you've got a road team playing on consecutive nights that's a little beaten down, and you've got one of their star players, if not the best player on the floor last night, that's also not at 100%. So Utah jumps out to a huge lead in the first quarter. They coast to the 22-point victory. That was on the heels of the 15-dime play on the Celtics and revenge at Cleveland on Tuesday night, on the heels of the Jazz by 22 over an injury-riddled Milwaukee team on Monday night, and the Falcons, a 15-dime play over Green Bay on Sunday. So that's 4 straight 15-dime plays, and I've got another going tonight, a 15-dime release. And remember, 99% of my plays are rated between 5 and 15 dimes, and tonight it is a 15-dime release again on the Houston-Philadelphia side. These 15-dime plays in basketball, 14-3 the past 2 years, 6-0 so far this season. In the NFL, the past 3 years, 29-15-3 following the Falcons' victory on Sunday. That's what I've got going tonight, plus a 5-dime bonus play in college hoops. Kansas hosting UCLA, part of the Pac-10 Big 12 Hardwood Series. Try to say that 3 times quickly. Those are my 2 plays going for tonight. You can get them by scrolling down the page. As far as your free picks, I'm on a 19-7 run the past 3.5 weeks with football releases, college and pro combined, along the way hitting 10 straight college free picks over the past 3 Saturdays, and scoring Monday night for the 3rd time in 4 weeks with the 49ers. I've got to tell you guys, you've got to look at the over tonight for Houston and Philadelphia. This one is sitting right around 51.5 points and has plenty of potential for offensive fireworks. You've got an Eagles team that comes into this contest with the number 2 offense in the league, averaging 26.1 points and 386 yards a game. But the Texans are no slouch offensively either, ranked number 7 in the league, averaging 23.4 points and 367.7 yards a game. Defensively, however, both of these teams have certainly struggled. The Eagles have allowed 24 or more points in 5 of their last 7 games. Texans did shut out Tennessee last week, 20-0 at home. But keep in mind, Tennessee, an injury-riddled club playing a rookie third-stringer quarterback in Rusty Smith. Prior to that game, the Texans had allowed 29 or more points in 6 consecutive outings, going over in the 3 games prior to the Tennessee tilt. 6 of their last 7 for Philadelphia have gone over the total as well, and the over has been the play here in the second half of this NFL season. In fact, over the past 10 weeks, the overs are 84, 58, and 1 in Vegas. All those numbers add up to an over tonight. 51.5 is your projected price there in Vegas. I think it goes over somewhere right around 54 or 55 points to be scored in this one. Your over is your free play. Good luck, everybody, and I'll catch you again on Friday.